Hello dear friends, I welcome you all to the next session of our English. Now dear children, we are going to continue our revision assignment today. Do you remember in the previous session we have done certain mixed set of questions, right? Based on adjectives, degrees of comparison and subject-verb agreement? Yes, that was all done in the previous video. So today let us focus on some sort of mixed set of questions and let us see what topics I have chosen. Don't worry, we have done all those topics which I'm going to pick up. All these have been done in our previous sessions. So let us see. Here is the first question for you. Complete these sentences using simple past or past continuous tense forms of the verbs given in the brackets. Now I'm sure simple past tense and past continuous tense is still fresh in your mind. And if not, I'm there to help you out. Don't worry. Also, you can refer to these videos. They are still on the channel anytime for a recap. Let us see our first statement. So we have an owl dash in a hole of a tree. Now dear children, we are not given any kind of specific condition over here, right? So we have the option lived or were living. Now for that you should first see that lived is the past form, okay? And what is were living? Owl is our subject, it is singular. So can it be were? No. The rule says when you have a singular subject, we should use helping verb was. If we want to use past continuous tense. So which option is more appropriate? Yes, you're right. The answer should be lived. An owl lived in a hole of a tree. And this is simple past tense where second form of the verb is used. Okay? Yes, let us move next. Next we have we dash TV when you called. Now here dear children, this is a mix. We dash TV when you called. The second part of the sentence is in past tense, right? Options are we watched TV when you called or we were watching TV when you called. Remember the rule of past continuous tense? Just imagine the action which was going on. The action of watching TV was going on when you called. So this should be in past continuous tense. So your answer should be we were watching TV when you called. We is the subject, so we have were as the helping verb. Okay? Remember this. With we use the helping verb. Were, watch is the first form with ing. So it should be we were watching TV when you called. Next is when I went out, it dash. Now this is the same way. When I went out, this is first action. This is in simple past tense. It dash. So that means when I went out, the action of raining must be happening. Okay? So the answer should be, yes, the answer should be was raining. When first part of the sentence is past tense, the other part you have to understand that it should be in continuous because that must be going on. Okay? So when I went out, it was raining. Since it is a singular subject, so the helping verb was will come. Okay, this is past continuous tense. Let us move next. When I saw Amit, he dash a letter. Now again, these are combination. One situation is this, that when I saw Amit, so he wrote a letter, he was writing a letter, or he were writing a letter. Now here, when one tense is past, the other part of the sentence should be past continuous. So we have to see the subject is he. Now he is singular. So the helping verb will be was or were. You're right. It should be he was writing. Okay. He was writing a letter. Was is the helping verb with first form and ing. That is the rule of past continuous tense. Next we have, when Anil saw me, I dashed to catch the bus. So just imagine, when Anil saw me, I ran or I was running. The action was going on. When someone saw you, the action was going on. Okay. So it should be I was running. Alright? Yes. And please keep on learning the spellings as well. RU-double-N-I-N-G. This is a very good set of questions. We are able to revise our tenses and we are able to see the use of helping verbs, the rules, the spelling. So many things are revised. Now let us see next, dear children. Kamla dashed and broke her leg. Now here you have to understand that Kamla was falling and broke her leg, or Kamla fell. Because this is not when kind of a situation that two things are happening. It is a single situation. And is a connective word. Okay, this is our conjunction. So that means both the situations are happening at a single time. It is single kind of situation. So it should be, this is past, broke. So Kamla fell. You cannot keep on falling and then broke. Right? When you fell, you break it immediately. So it should be, when you fell, broke. So Kamla fell and broke her leg. Okay. So fell, action of this fell happens and then the action of broke comes immediately. So that's why this is simple past tense. If you want to compare, in previous sentences we had the situation like when. That when someone else saw me, I was doing this. But in this situation, Kamla is a single subject and the two actions fell and broke happened together. Right? Because we have the conjunction and here. So we should understand this difference. Next we have, the sky dashed dark and rain fell heavily. So again, the sky dashed dark and rain fell heavily. So these are two actions together. Okay. So it is not two different actions. They are two same actions which are happening together. So the sky grew dark and rain fell heavily. So understand again, the conjunction is and. So it is simple past tense. Fell is the past form. So the sky grew. Next we have, we dash all hope for finding his dog. Now we was losing. Can it be like this? Because we is plural, so it cannot be was. So the answer should be simple. We lost. We lost all hope for finding his dog. Lost is the second form of the verb lose, and this is simple past tense. Now they dashed the race when you turned around. Now see, this is different. Here we have when. When means two different situations happening. So they dashed the race, they was winning or they were winning. Now here it is very simple. We have both the choices of past continuous tense. So we should see what should be the helping verb. Now they is a plural subject. So the helping verb will be were. Okay, they were winning the race when you turned around. Dear children, please focus on this thing, that when we have conjunction word when, one part of the sentence is in past tense, the other part of the sentence comes in past continuous tense. Okay, we have done these mixed form earlier as well in previous videos. Alright, so you can see from there also. And see the spelling of winning, W-I-double-N-I-N-G. So remember to learn the spellings as well. Next we have, you dash a new car last month. You bought a new car or you was buying. Now it cannot be was buying. Because when you is the subject, the helping verb should be were. Now it is last month. We are specifying the time. So it should be simple past tense. You bought a new car last month, and bought is the past form of the verb. You're right. Buy. Buy, bought, bought. Okay. We have done the verb forms also in our previous sessions. Alright. So this. Next we have I dash vegetables when you called me. Again the same kind of things. When you called me is simple past tense. So I was chopping. Okay, I was chopping. Chopping means cutting. And see the spelling CHOPPING. Because when I is the subject, the helping verb is was. Okay, and this is past continuous tense. My father dashed me to the hospital. Now my father was taking me to the hospital or took me to the hospital. See dear children, this is a very good statement which will help you to understand that if you take was taking, then there should be something there, that at what time, there should be some other condition specified. Okay, so it cannot be was taking. My father was taking me to the hospital. It can only be when there is some more condition here. Like my father was taking me to the hospital at that time. My father was taking me to the hospital when my mother came. It should be something like this. But there is no such situation specified. So it will go in simple past tense, that my father took me to the hospital. Okay. Took is the past form of the verb take. Alright. Let us see. So that was a very good recap of simple past and past continuous tense. You can watch the video related to these topics. We have separate video on past tense and we had separate session on past continuous tense in case you want a recap. Now we have next, circle the transitive verb and underline the intransitive verb. So this topic also we had done earlier, dear children. Yes, we have done transitive and intransitive verbs. So let us see. Akbar is joining the army. Now, before you start, you should focus what is transitive and what is intransitive. Dear children, transitive verb is that verb which has an object, and that object should give you the answer of the question who or what. So that means you should have complete understanding about what is an object, what is a verb. See your object is giving you the answer of the question who or what. Then only the verb becomes transitive. Let us try this example. Akbar is the subject. Akbar is joining the army. Now what is the verb here? Yes, is joining. This is your action verb. Now if I ask you, Akbar is joining what? The answer will be, yes, you're right. You will say Akbar is joining the army. So that means this statement has an object. The object is the army. Remember, if I say like this, Akbar is your subject, S for subject, is joining is our verb, V for verb. If I say Akbar is joining what? The answer is the army. So this is my object. Okay, I'm sorry, I cannot make a proper O. Let me try again. This can be O. Yes. So that means this object is giving us answer to the question of the verb. Which verb? Yes, joining. Okay. So let us try and erase this. This is so good. Next, so this verb becomes a transitive verb. Okay. If I write, this verb is your transitive, T. Am I clear? Yes, because we have an object and gives us answer to the question what. Let us try next. So T is for transitive. The artist painted well. Now again follow the same steps. See your subject. The subject is the artist. What is the verb? The verb is painted. Do we have any object? No, we have no object. If you say that artist painted what? Is there any answer? No, there is no answer. So this verb has no object. And when the verb does not have any object, it becomes, yes, it becomes intransitive. Alright? So this is I. Let us see next. He plays in the ground. Again, just keep on following the same rules and you will never make mistake. See your subject, he is the subject. See your verb, plays is the verb. Okay? And he plays where? Tell me. The answer is he plays in the ground. This is not our answer. This is not our object. Okay? This is actually the place of it. Am I clear? This does not give you an answer of the word who or what. This gives you an answer of the word where. So here we do not have any object. If I ask you he plays what, we have no answer. It should be he plays football or something, right? But it is not there, so the verb is having no object and so this is intransitive. Am I clear? Yes, let us try next. She bakes cookies. Now again the same steps. Subject is she because it is the doer. Verb is bakes. This is your action word. And she bakes what? So the answer is cookies. So this is my object which is giving us the answer of the question what. So when we have an object which gives us the correct answer, the verb becomes transitive. Alright? Yes. Now let us see next. I went to a party. So what is the subject? The subject is I. What is the verb? Verb is went. This is action verb. And I went what? I went who? There is no answer. To a party is the answer of I went where. So this is no object. Okay? So when the verb does not have any object, this is your intransitive verb. Dear children, wherever you are writing the answers, please write in this form so that you understand what is your subject, what is your verb and which kind of object is transitive. Okay? To a party is the answer of the question where. It is not the answer of the question who or what. So it is not our object. Is that clear? So went is an intransitive verb. Next. He will have a new phone tomorrow. So what is your subject? Whom are we talking about? He. This is a doer of the action. Verb is will have. This is my verb. And now if you ask, he will have what? Yes, we get the answer. He will have a new phone. So that means I have an object which is the answer of my question who or what. So this verb becomes, this will have verb becomes transitive. Okay. This has the object that give you the answer of who or what question. Alright. Next is she walks in the park. I'm sure now you must be able to do this. We have done many examples like this. Subject is she. Walk is your action verb. And she walks what? There is no answer. In the park is the answer of the question. She walks where? Right? It does not give you the answer of your question who or what. So this verb is intransitive verb. Means this does not require any object to give the answer of the question who or what. Alright. Next we have they plan school events every month. So what is they here? Yes, you're right. It is the subject. Why are we doing again and again like this? Because there should be a way to simplify the things. Okay, we should always be planned and logical. So that is the way to attempt these kind of statements. You'll never go wrong, trust me, if you follow it step by step. So they is the subject, plan is the action verb, so this is we. And what do they plan? Yes, we get the answer. They plan school events. So this is my object. Okay. So it gives your answer of the question. What or who? So this is your transitive verb. Okay. T. This is, now next we have Raj gave the car key to the driver. So Raj, who is the subject here? Yes, it is Raj. What is the action here? Gave. This is my verb. The car keys. If I ask you Raj gave what? You will have the answer Raj gives the car key. So this is my object and it gives you the answer of the question who or what. So this verb has an object which gives the answer of the question who or what, and so it is transitive verb. Is that clear? Yes, because we have the object here and so it is transitive. Next we have the children are playing outside. Now again the subject is children. The verb is playing. And do you have any object? No. If you ask, what are the children playing? There is no answer. So that means this verb has no object. So it becomes intransitive verb. Okay. So that brings to the end of today's session, and I'm sure this session must have helped you out in revising your important topics like tense, past and past continuous, and transitive and intransitive verb. So till we meet again, goodbye, take care and keep learning. Okay.